So this is my pedal board I use for gigs. It's designed to just plug into a clean amp, and it has pedals on it that are kind of help me out depending on what I'm going to be plugging into and the quality of that amp. Okay, so the chain here is we go into a noise suppressor from a wah that sits up on the side. First stop is a compressor, EP booster, BB preamp, the old original Andy Timmons AT pedal, and then back into the noise suppressor. All the noisy pedals go through that loop, and then a tuner, which is a mute also, chorus, Polara reverb, and a Strymon timeline, which has a expression pedal there. And then last stop is an EQ, just in case. You'll notice that all the wires are exposed, all the power cabling is exposed, everything's on top, everything's laid out so that you can grab stuff. There's nothing buried, there's nothing permanently attached, there's just regular Velcro. And the reason is that when you travel, when I travel and you have to ship something, let's say in a case on a plane, the TSA goes through stuff, and they are brutal, and they can be brutal. So I like everything to be accessible. If they want to grab a pedal and pick it up, they can do that. They're not going to pull out cables. They're not going to have stuff get stuck. And I can easily put everything back, and I can reach every cable, every power cable, the bottom of every pedal if I need to take a pedal off, and so on. I don't want anything permanently affixed or buried, because I've seen pedal boards just brutalized by the TSA. When you go to the gig, you set up, you have limited time for sound check, and you can't trace it down because things are so tightly wired and so well packed together. They look awesome, those boards, and we know those boards are. We see them everywhere on YouTube, and they're amazing. But when somebody's going to handle your stuff, you don't have a roadie, or you're not traveling by bus or van. If you got stuff on a plane, you need to really be able to reach everything. Every once in a while, I use a deoxit and a swab like this to clean all the contacts, toothpicks to get inside the power cables. Just maybe every 6 months, pull everything out. I use this butter knife to easily remove the pedals from the backer board, from the Velcro, and just keep a lot of Q-tips and toothpicks and stuff like that on hand, and dust to blow stuff out. Here I have my little splitter box. After the end of the box, the end of the pedal board, we go into this and split to 2 amps, just in case one dies. I don't run in stereo. I just have 2 amps mono. This is a high concentration of alcohol to clean off the backs of pedals, or cables to get tape glue off that. And here's the case, flight case that it sits in. It's got wheels, and the whole pedal board is 50 pounds, so it can fly, and you're not overweight. I like this exotic wah that rides in my carry-on bag. But everything's designed so that you can kind of just troubleshoot super quick. I keep a big piece of foam on top of the board like this when I close it up. And if the TSA wants to rip through it, they can do it without doing any permanent damage. I can put stuff back together. That's kind of really important. The other thing that's important is to kind of bring a couple of pedals just in a backpack or in a guitar case. I always bring a couple of overdrives, small ones are great, maybe a delay pedal, just in case everything fails. You can always plug in a couple boxes real quick with batteries. And I just find I've seen so many guys with these gorgeous multi-layered, multi-level, perfectly wired pedal boards, and they go down after being handled by the TSA sometimes. So my philosophy is, if you can grab everything and lay your hands on every wire, that's the best brute.